Hi everyone, Becky here from Notes from the Sewing Room. Thanks for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a mini fabric haul with you, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And I've also got one of my latest makes as well, which is a Sew Over It ruby skirt, so I'm looking forward to sharing that on with you too. If you are new to my channel is all about sewing, upcycling, fabrics, sewing patterns, all that kind of thing. So if that does interest you, I would love it if you could stick around today, press that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Well, I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are in the world today. It's absolutely boiling here today. So I don't mind admitting I'm struggling a little bit in the heat. But I just thought I'd pop on here to do a bit of a video just to let you know where I'm at with purchases of fabric that I've picked up, which are really nice, and my latest summer skirt as well, which is a great one because it's a free sewing pattern, and that's from Sew Over It. So I shall start with the fabrics that I've bought, and then I'll go on to the skirt. So if you're not so bothered about the fabric, then skip along and I will be talking about the skirt very soon. So let's get to it. So I've got 3 different fabrics to share with you. So the first one I'll share with you is from Minerva. So this is one of their viscose jerseys. So I've actually not worked with one of the viscose jerseys from I think it's the Minerva kind of exclusive range before, but it's really, really pretty. It's got all these kind of colourful flowers on there. It's on the dark background, and we've got these gorgeous green leaves as well. I think that's really, really pretty. So I've got a good couple of meters of this one, and I'm looking forward to turning this one into a top. So as you can see on the reverse, it is white. It has got a good amount of stretch in both directions, and I think this could work perfectly for tops, dresses, anything like that, pajamas, anything that you fancy really, as long as you need a little bit of stretch, to be honest. But I think I'm going to use this to make a top. So I'd like to make the Friday Pattern Company Adriana blouse, if I'm saying that correctly. So it's a jersey top. It's a little bit different to other jersey tops that I've already got in my wardrobe, which is nice because it's nice to have something a little bit different. So it's got a kind of scooped neckline. It's got some gathering with elastic, I think, just around the shoulder, and then it's got a kind of balloon sleeve gathered with elastic just around the elbow area. It looks like a kind of semi-fitted type top, so I think it's going to be right up my street. I think it's going to go with dresses, like underdresses maybe, or over a dress if the weather wasn't so warm, and you know, with skirts and things like that. So I think that's going to be a really fun one to try. I do like Friday Pattern Company patterns. I've not made loads of them before. I have made a few, so it'd be nice to give that one a go. I'm hoping to get that one sewn up, I don't know, over the next month or so if I can, just because I'm keen to start to work with this jersey because it's really nice. I describe this jersey, just in case you are interested, as a kind of lightweight jersey. As I said, it's a viscose jersey, and perfect, I would say, for kind of summertime, or later on if you were going to layer it up with something else. But this one is from Minerva, as I said, and it's really pretty. So let me know what you think of that one, if you like it. If you've worked with anything like this before, that would be great. Don't forget, I am always interested in what you're making as well, so do leave me any messages you'd like to down below in the comments box. So that's the first one I wanted to share with you today. The second fabric is actually a Dashwood fabric, and as soon as I saw it, I just thought, wow, I love that fabric. It's actually a cotton lawn. I've got 3 meters of this, but it's not amazingly wide, so that's why I bought 3 meters. And I picked this one up from Merry Made Fabric, so you can buy from them on Instagram. I will try and put a link to the shops that I'm mentioning in my description box down below, just so that you can find them easily. But this is that fabric. So I just love all of the little flower details on there. It's sitting on a navy background. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use this one for. I just absolutely love the fabric. You know, you're like, gotta have that fabric. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to have it. So if you've got any ideas of what you think might work for this one, then do let me know. I don't know whether to do a matching top and skirt, or whether to do a dress of some kind. So do let me know what you think. I was almost considering the one that I'm wearing. So this is a Selkie Patterns pattern, and it's the London dress. So I've made a couple of versions of this. I really like it. It's got this kind of cut-out detail at the front with this little tie and the kind of floaty sleeves. It's got quite a floaty skirt on it as well. So, don't know. Let me know what you think anyway. There could be lots of other options, but if you've got any patterns that you think would be suitable, then do let me know. I don't know what this reminds me of. I don't know why, but I'm almost thinking like Alice in Wonderland. I don't know, that kind of, just the colours of it or something. I'm not sure, but I think it's really pretty anyway. So I'm looking forward to working with that one at some point. Not sure how quickly I'll get that one sewn up, but if you have got any ideas, like I said, what I can use it for, then do give me a shout. And then the other fabric that I've got to share with you is actually a jersey. This is a cotton jersey. I would say that working with cotton jersey is one of my favourite fabrics to work with, just because it's really comfortable to wear. Often they come in really pretty colourways. They can be quite easy to sew, quite quick as well, because you can often do them on your overlock. You don't necessarily have to do them on your sewing machine if you don't want to. And just generally, I just love wearing them. And yeah, so I've decided to pick myself up another cotton jersey. It's probably one of the most popular fabrics that I do actually buy for myself, to be honest. And it's actually a print that I've had before. So I got this fabric previously in a mustard colourway, and I made a Friday Pattern Company square neck top with it. I've worn that top loads. I really like it. It's super comfortable. It's washed really well, etc. So I just thought, why not? I'm going to have some more. So I picked this one up also from Merry Made Fabrics. I've had a few things from them recently, and I really like the quality of the things that I've picked up. So this is a really nice one. So I bought myself 2 meters of this, and I'm thinking that this one would work really nicely for a dress. Again, I'm not 100% sure which dress. I'd like to make something that's suitable for summer, just because I think this coral background on this fabric is just perfect for summer. It would just add a kind of pop of colour to my kind of summer wardrobe. So if you have got any thoughts, then do let me know in the description box down below. I've got a kind of skater dress, which I think was a free sewing pattern I made a few years ago as part of the Sew Frugal challenge, that I could potentially use. I think it was by Sinclair Patterns, thinking about it. I'm not 100% sure, but that one could be really nice. So I don't know, but if you've got any thoughts of jersey dresses that you've made recently that you think might work quite nicely, I'm almost thinking of something that's quite fitted around the bodice, maybe cinched in at the waist a little bit with maybe a bit of a floaty skirt. That's the kind of dress that I do tend to go for and like, although I could be pushed out of my comfort zone and make something different instead. So yes, do let me know if you've got any ideas. I'm always looking for new patterns and things as well, although I probably shouldn't buy any new patterns, to be honest, because I was actually going through my pattern stash and I've got so many things in there that I've not made. So I probably shouldn't buy any more patterns until I've made a few of the ones that I've already got in my box. But you never know, one of the ones that you suggest might be one of the ones I've got in my box already. So yes, give me your ideas. I'd love to hear them. But yes, that's that one. Right, let's move along to the skirt. So it's not an amazingly long video today. I just wanted to kind of check in with you and tell you about what I've been making. So I have been wanting to make the Sew Over It Ruby skirt for ages, and I've only just got round to it. As I mentioned earlier in the video, it is actually a free pattern that you can download from the Sew Over It website. So it's a PDF and you can download it at home, or you can send it off to a copy shop to be printed. Now, if you're unfamiliar with it, it is a button-down front skirt. Ooh, I'll just do it up and then you'll see what it's actually supposed to look like. Yep, so it is a button-down front skirt, which has got a flat waistband at the front and it's got elastic at the back. So the back section is stretchy and the front section is not. So I decided to use this fun lemon print cotton lawn fabric, which came from a one-off box that I had from Beyond the Pink Door, which was one of their subscription boxes. So absolutely beautiful box, really nice. And it's really nice because they can they'll sometimes sell like odd boxes if you just want like just one rather than subscribing to a whole set of boxes. So that's nice. So that's what I got for this one. So I just love the print of the fabric. I've used a similar print fabric before, but it was a cotton sateen, and I did make a dress out of that, which was really pretty. So it's quite nice to have this in a lighter weight fabric that is suitable for summer. So I decided to go for some bright yellow buttons, if you can see them down the front here, to go with the lemons, which I just picked up from a local haberdashery shop close to me. So there's some really nice details in this. So if you are new to sewing, it's not one that is too difficult, but I would just say take your time. So I decided to make this in a size 12 just because I didn't want it I was kind of between the 10 and the 12, I think, and I didn't want it to be too tight for the summer for me. So I decided to go for the 12 because then that meant I could have a top tucked in and just kind of feel comfortable without being overheated at this time of the year. So yeah, this one came together fairly quickly. I kind of worked on it in dribs and drabs of time. So, 20 minutes here, half an hour there, that kind of thing. But overall, it didn't take too long to put together. It's the first time that I've ever done a flat front with the elastic back. So, and that came together quite nicely. I was a little bit concerned about, will I get on with it okay? Will I like it when it's finished? Will it be easy to construct? But it was. The instructions were really good from Sew Over It, as you'd expect, I think. And, it kind of guided me through the whole process. Now, I would say about the elastic at the back, I decided to use 1.5 inch elastic in there, just because that's what I'd got in my stash. But I think it is actually supposed to be a 2-inch elastic at the back. So that's worth bearing in mind, depending on, if you want to follow exactly what it says in the pattern pack, because you might not have that perhaps in your box at home already. In terms of the length, this is a kind of a midi length skirt. So it's, I'm quite tall, I'm 5'10", and even though I have taken off 2.5 inches from the bottom of the skirt pattern pieces before I cut out my fabric, it's still really long on me. So it would come to kind of, calf height, I would say, or certainly below my knees. So if you are thinking of making this and you're perhaps a little bit more petite than me, then you might want to think about the length and how it will work on you. So do have a look at the pattern pieces before you cut out your lovely fabric. But I think this skirt could work in a lot of different materials depending on what you've actually got in your stash at home. I think the cotton lawn has worked really nicely. I think it could also work really nicely in perhaps a cotton poplin, a linen, anything that's got a little bit of stability that's not too heavy. Perhaps later on in the year, if you wanted to make something that was a little bit more heavyweight, you could choose a fabric that had got a little bit more weight to it, but you wouldn't want anything that was too bulky, I don't think, just because it might be a little bit uncomfortable with having the elastic through the back. It might become a little bit too bulky, but I'm really pleased with this one. It's really nice. I will put in some pictures of me actually wearing this skirt. I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this one over the summer season, and I'm just really pleased that I've given it a try. Sometimes you kind of print patterns off, or certainly I do, and I think I'm going to get around to that. I would definitely want to do it. I think I printed this one off at the time of the last So Frugal challenge that was running over on Instagram, and just didn't get around to it. And now, a number of months I think have passed, and I just thought, what, this is going to be one that I've got to make. I've got to make it for summer. And as soon as this fabric arrived with the lemons on, I just thought, yep, got to get that ruby skirt out and give that one a try. So I'm really pleased that I did. Other details that I really like about the skirt, it's got some nice gathering detail just around the front here, which is not too much. It's just very subtle, which is nice. I love the buttons that are down the front. I think you could easily put in pockets if you wanted to at the side. I don't think there's any pockets with the pattern pieces from memory. I've certainly not added them in if there is any. But overall, I'm just really pleased with how all this has kind of come together. And I think it's just going to be one that I shall be grabbing out of my wardrobe continuously over the next few weeks and months, probably, at least until the weather gets a bit more cold. But yes, so that's actually all I've got to share with you today. It feels like quite a short video, but I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, don't forget to leave me a like, leave me any comments down below, and let me know what you're making. And also if you've got any questions about anything that I mentioned in today's video, that would be great. I will be back on my channel soon with some more content to share with you. So if you do want to make sure you see that, then if you do press the notification bell when you subscribe, then hopefully you won't miss any of my future sewing vlogs. So, but until next time, I'll leave it there and I'll see you very soon. Bye.